Hello everyone, today I'm going to do a dish with Yong Taufu. I bought this in the market. That's an important thing I have to tell you. Please buy fresh ones, yeah? Anything you want, but buy them fresh. Fish balls will be nice, but because I've got too many of all these, I'm not using fish balls. And it's a very simple dish, and there's a sad story to this. How I learned about this was when I was in JB, staying there when my kids were young. There was a Singapore TV program on welfare work by the welfare department, and there was this lady who was actually in her 4th stage of cancer. I have forgotten what sort of cancer, but she was still alive when that program was made, and she's got one boy and one little girl schooling in primary school. The boy was only Form 2. She knew she was dying, and she didn't want her children to go to orphanages because she said they would be split up and some might adopt and not adopt the other. So she just said that she wanted her family unit. She was a single parent, I think, and she wanted the family unit together. So she has made arrangements with the welfare department. She has told them that she has sufficient funds for providing for the kids until they are quite grown up. Of course, welfare would also come in. So she has made arrangements for these 2 kids to be together in a low-cost flat. She said her son would come home from school around a certain time. She has trained the boy how to cook simple dishes so that he can come back, buy the stuff, come home, cook, and split the food between him and his younger sister. So when that documentary was made, she was still lying down on a pull-out chair, and she said that this is one of the dishes she suggested to him to buy because it's cheap. There's veggie and protein in it. So I got a bit shocked when I saw it. I didn't know that people could do that leave 2 children alone. But she said the welfare department would come there and check on a few homes. So the lady who was assigned to her would come, and she made arrangements for her to check on these kids. She has left enough funds for the boy to finish school and for the girl to finish school. So I think right now the boy might be in his 30s and the girl in her late 20s. I hope they are really okay in life. Anyway, on that particular program, the boy came back and this is what he made. Of course, lesser amount than what I have here. And for this dish, you will need oil, oyster sauce, and sesame oil. It's a very simple dish, but smart of the mother to decide on teaching him this. Just 2 onions, about 4 garlic, a bit of onion leaf and stem if you have, and cornflour and water, and any of the Yong Taufu you like, okay, that can be fried. So she has taught him to fry this and make a light sauce and stir it in the sauce, and after it's cooked, he was told to cut everything to 2 so that he can share it with his sister. It's a complete meal. She said he just has to do that and maybe a taufu soup with ikan bilis. So she has taught him a lot of simple dishes. It's stuck on my head from the time I watched it. Hari ni Aunty nak masak goreng Yong Taufu. Masa Aunty tinggal dekat JB, kadang-kadang kita dapat program TV dari Singapura. So satu hari saya nampaklah TV program ni, saya pun terkejut. Ada ibu Cina ni, dia ada kanser apa, lupalah, darah ke, kerongkong ke apa, separuh-paruh ke, something lah, tapi dah stage 4. Tapi dia duduk macam kawasan flat murah. Bahagian kebajikan dia orang akan datang checking tiap-tiap hari dalam beberapa family lah. So dia dah buat perjanjian dengan dia punya welfare officer sana. Kalau dia mati, dia dah simpan untuk pengkebumian dia semua kan. Selepas tu dia ada cukup wang untuk kedua-dua anak ni, walaupun dia orang di bawah welfare. Bapa dia rasa dah tak ada ataupun dah meninggal, tak tahulah. Tapi cuma orang tua ni dengan anak dia 2 orang, satu lelaki satu perempuan. Yang lelaki tu Form 2 dan budak kecil tu sekolah rendah lah, saya lupa berapa. Dan mak dia telah buat perjanjian dengan welfare bahagian kebajikan, jangan pecahkan anak-anak dua-dua ni. Dia nak anak 2 tu duduk dalam rumah tu juga, okey, sebab dia kata kalau dia dimasuk dalam rumah anak yatim, mungkin perempuan dipisahkan dari lelaki, lepas tu ada yang dapat di-adopt kan. So dia tak mau, dia mau anak dia bersama. So dia kata duit cukup sampai simple-simple lah, masakan semua sampai dia 18 tahun budak lelaki tu. Lepas tu budak tu boleh kerja atau belajar atau apalah. So dia telah ajar budak yang tua tu beberapa jenis masakan yang paling simple. Hari program tu dia masak ni lah, Yong Taufu. Dan saya selalu kalau jumpa ni dekat market selalu teringat macam tu dengan budak tu. Budak tu mungkin dah 30 lebih sekarang, mungkin dah 28 tahun gitu, anak perempuan tu. So saya harap lah diorang dah okey dalam life diorang lah. Tapi mak dia dah ajar, dia kata balik sekolah singgah dekat minimarket ni, beli ni, masak sup ikan bilis, taruh tofu dalam. Semua yang simple-simple sebab banyak homework kan budak tu kena buat. Anak kecil tu balik dulu, dia akan masak nasi dalam rice cooker, lepas tu budak ni. So heran lah ada pun macam tu boleh. Okay, so sekarang saya cuba tunjuklah apa yang saya nampak hari tu. Minyak, oyster sauce dengan minyak bijan, air, cornflour, 4 bawang putih, 2 bawang merah. Ini untuk tabur di atas saja, sedikit daun sup, daun bawang. Lepas tu dia beli Yong Taufu. Budak perempuan tu suka makan fishball, so dia pesan dengan anak dia selalu beli fishball lah sebab dia kata sedap kan, budak tu suka fishball. Jangan lupa beli fishball dia kata. So yang ni semua kita goreng light, semua kita goreng lah. All this will be fried light. Untuk family kamu, pilihlah apa yang kamu nak dari pasar ya. Jangan beli dari pasar raya sebab kita tak tahu berapa lama benda tu duduk sana kan. Semua digoreng light. Ikan ni memang dah masak semua kan. Semua ni dah steam tapi kita goreng semula. Dan lepas goreng kita masak pun sebiji macam ni. Tapi bila hidang kita boleh ambil gunting dan potong berapa kita nak potong. Mungkin yang ni semua saya potong 2 saja. Yang ni mungkin boleh potong 3 satu. Ingat apa yang kamu suka. Tahu pucuk tu yang ada isi paste ikan bilis, ikan, semua boleh. What the lady has done is she told the son to fry everything whole and cook it whole, but just before serving cut it to how you want it. I would most probably cut all these to 2, and the reason being if you cut it earlier and fry, the filling would come out and you don't want that. Okay, maybe this I could cut to 3. And just buy how much you want for your family. It's a very fast dish, but do buy it from the wet market, because if you buy it from the supermarkets, you don't know how long they've been sitting there. Fresh market is always better. Okay, now I'll start frying them. Panaskan minyak, kena panas sikit lah, tapi lepas tu kita boleh turunkan. Kalau dia terlalu brown, kita turunkan api. Heat up the oil well, but you can reduce it later if you find that the things are browning too much. Saya lupa cakap tadi ya, bawang putih kita cincang, bawang merah kita hiris saja ya. Forgot to tell you just now, mince the garlic, but the shallots just slice them. Fry them until crispy. Go to the market and see what are the things they have and ask them what is best for frying. They will tell you. Pergi pasar dan tanya yang mana satu elok untuk buat goreng-goreng. Dia orang akan beritahu sebab ada setengah yang taufu paling sedap kalau kita buat sup. Yang setengah sedap kalau kita goreng saja dan ada kuah Yong Taufu dia. Tapi kali ni kita bukan bubur kuah Yong Taufu sebab ini sedap untuk dimakan dengan nasi ya. Banyak mana kuah kamu nak, boleh adjust. Macam Aunty buat sederhana saja, tak mau kuah banyak-banyak juga. To ask the people in the market which Yong Taufu pieces that nice for frying. Some is just nice for putting into soups, whereas some are better when they are fried. They will let you know, so do ask them. This you can adjust how much of gravy you want. You want something with a lot of gravy or very little coating, like what I saw that day the boy had was with just a very little coating of gravy around it. Because I think these things are already salty, so don't salt it too much when you do the dish. Don't put any fish balls if you all like fish balls or chicken meatballs. Most of these things are fish based, but there are some that's meat based. So do ask the lady. Ada Yong Taufu yang ada daging ya, daging ayam ke, tak tahulah daging apa lagi, dan ada yang ada ikan saja ataupun ikan bilis. Tanya dengan Aunty sana ada apa dalam ni. Already got a very nice aroma. Toss off all the oil and put them on kitchen paper. Buang semua minyak ya dan taruh atas napkin ni. Sebab nanti minyak-minyak tu semua akan keluar lagi bagus lah. hari-hari yang kita pergi pasar dan benda ni ada, kita boleh buat dekat rumah, senang je. Lunch pun dah siap, boleh buat sup apa-apa ataupun toge goreng. Hari-hari kita pergi pasar tu penat kan, dan ini boleh disiapkan dengan cepat. The days you go to the markets, if you find this, do buy it and try it out, because this is a very fast dish, nutritious. I don't know what yours, but I normally feel very tired on the days I go to the market. This will be a nice thing to do. Ini semua dah di steam ya, so jangan masak terlalu lama. It looks already so good to eat. We'll turn this into a dish for rice. For this much of Yong Taufu, I have mixed oyster sauce about 2 soup spoonfuls with enough liquid and cornflour added to it. And now I'll fry the garlic first. Untuk banyak ni Yong Taufu, Aunty masukkan 2 sudu sup penuh oyster sauce. Lepas tu masukkan tepung jagung dan cukup air untuk banyak ni ya. So kamu nak buat, adjust lah air dia berapa kamu nak ya. Adjust the liquid for the sauce according to how much you are going to make for your family. Minyak bijan kita masukkan time akhir-akhir sebelum Yong Taufu semua masuk. I'll add in the sesame oil last ya, just before the Yong Taufu pieces go in. How thick you want the gravy? Some people like it like just coating the Yong Taufu. Some people like a little bit of gravy, and some people love a lot of it. So it's up to you how you want to fashion this dish. Okay, dah keemasan sikit, nanti masukkan kuah dia. Minyak bijan pula. Kita rasa-rasa dulu ya. Jangan terlalu masin sebab benda Yong Taufu ni pun sudah masin. To make it too salty, I'm gonna add a bit of water. Lagi air ya. Jangan buat kuah ni masin sangat, tak sedap. Masin sikit-sikit sudah, baru ngam dengan yang lain-lain ni. Okay, perlukan lagi air sikit. Tak mau pekat sangat. Okay, sekarang Aunty akan tambah lagi lah air sebab nak masak sikit kan benda-benda ni. Semua ni saya akan potong 2. I added a bit more liquid because all these things has to be sitting in this. I've added a bit more liquid because that's how I like it. Okay, with a bit of liquid. Jangan lama-lama masak dalam sos, nanti tak sedap. Don't overcook it in this sauce, it won't be that nice. Please reduce the cornflour according to how many pieces you're making. First time just try a few pieces, and then if you like it, next time cook more pieces. Ni sudah naikkan api sikit. And of course, I've forgotten a bit of sesame oil. Saya lupa tadi. Macam 1 sudu makan rata sesame oil. Last kali sebelum kita off api. Kalau tak, wangi dia hilang. Add it at last, if not the fragrance will disappear. Fragrance of the sesame oil, just nice. I've used 1 flat tablespoon for this many of Yong Taufu. You adjust according to how much you're cooking. Okay, inilah Yong Taufu yang digoreng dengan kuah sikit ya. Sedap untuk nasi. Don't forget to do this at home. This is Yong Taufu with a bit of gravy, and this will be nice with rice. I've forgotten again. There it goes. There you go. Put the chopped onion leaves and stems on top. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the recipe. Cubalah di rumah ya. Jangan lupa like, subscribe. Itu penting. Subscribe dan share resepi-resepi Aunty ni. Okay, jumpa lagi.